Let's bring in President of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Danielson Akpan, for more on this development. Well, youth engagement for global action, that's the theme for this year's commemoration of the Youth Day. Let's bring this home. How can Nigerian youth be properly engaged to achieve a better nation and, by extension, a better world?
Yes, thank you very much for having me tonight. Today is 12th of August, and of course 12th of August is a day that has been set aside by the United Nations to celebrate the youth across the globe, and of course to give them a voice through a day like this. And of course you agree with me that the vast majority of the population across the globe is dominated by young people, whether from the grassroots level or to the international level. No wonder those who are in charge of the United Nations have drafted a topic like youth engagement for global action for this year's International Youth Day. What is happening in our country may not really align itself with a topic like this. I mean, we're talking about a country where the entire cabinet of a government does not have anybody that can be referred to as a youth, whether at the federal level or at the state level. In fact, you get to some states, Commissioner for Youth, the office of Commissioner for Youth is given to somebody above 50. An appointment, as it were, does not really go to young people to learn and be able to give their contribution, towards governance at all levels. And this calls for action by young people, that we shouldn't only be used for election for these men who are above 70, who are above 60, at every point we have election. It should be that young people, should be the ones who are even encouraged to be at the helms of affairs, to govern, to learn, and to lead the people. I mean, I'm talking about a country like Finland, where you see those who are in charge of the government, none of them is up to 40, from 40 below, including the Prime Minister, Sandra. She's just 34. And she's running the affairs of Finland very well. I mean, you cannot compare her performance with any president of any country in Africa. So to this extent, we believe that, our government, our people should encourage youth engagement, youth participation, youth enthronement in governance and in leadership. Then let me also use this opportunity to talk specifically on what Mr. President, President Muhammadu Buhari has been able to do. I mean, we're talking about encouraging young people. It goes beyond, all thanks to the President who signed the bill for Not Too Young to Run. Of course, it doesn't end at that. There are appointments too that can be provided for young people to learn under the President. I'm talking about even from the federal cabinet, Federal Executive Cabinet Council, where you have about 40 persons who are ministers. At least about 10 persons should be made to be youth who can represent and learn on the job.
All right. Youth engagement, indeed,
the Prime Minister
is a way to go. That's how much time would permit us to take. President, National Association of Nigerian Students, Danielson Akpan, thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10.